Hey everybody and welcome. Today on Cooking Tips with Dr. Walsh, I share with you my top tips on equipment for baking. So stay with us. Let's have some fun. Welcome back to a quick Cooking Tips with Dr. Walsh. One thing that I'm asked on a regular basis is, what kind of stuff, if I'm going to get into baking, what kind of stuff should I get? Here's one thing that I would recommend. You will want good measuring cups. I love these Pyrex measuring cups. I have the 1 cup, 2 cup, 4 cup, 6 cup. These are amazing because if you ever run into a recipe where you can make it sort of all in one thing, and then you can kind of dump it out, it's just an amazing thing. But if I had to live with just one of these, it would be my 2 cup. And this is old. This is maybe 20, 25 years old. These others that I've sort of picked up as time goes on, and you can see this one's just a little bit newer. But this is the 1 cup version. It's useful. This is the multitasker of the group. And if you can get all of these, by the way, get them at Marshall's or TJ Maxx. They're much cheaper than buying them retail. I think you'll pay $4 or $5 for them. These are really super handy as well. This happens to be a Pampered Chef model. This is dry and wet at the same time. So it almost works like a syringe. So let's say you wanted, a half cup. You would pull this down to, I don't know if you can see that, the half cup marker. You would fill, and then that would be your half cup. And then you just got to push it right out and scrape it off. So these are really helpful. This is the dry side. This is where you would kind of load flour in up to there, cut it, and then put it in. If you wanted to measure liquid, you pour the liquid in here and you pour it to the appropriate line. So these are great. I have a small one and a big one. I keep these handy. The next thing I would recommend is a good series of measuring spoons. Now I got these at Williams-Sonoma 2000. Right before I got married in 2000. These are great. They're heavy gauge stainless steel. I do recommend heavy gauge stainless steel. They will last you forever. The problem with this design is this. So let's say I need a teaspoon of paprika. Okay, that barely fits, so that's good. I could get that one. Let's say I need a teaspoon of thyme. Alrighty, dope. Doesn't fit, right? So what I would recommend is Williams-Sonoma now makes, we'll go for the teaspoon, these oblong measures. Oh, look, goes right in and scoop out whatever you need. Hear that? Heavy gauge stainless steel. I'm going to tell you why that's important in just a second. And the final thing I'd recommend is a good set of measuring cups. Good set, decent set, okay set. All right, so I'm going to show you the difference. The first difference is thickness, right? Listen to that. They're okay. Sounds a little tinny, right? Listen to this set. Hear the difference? See how much thicker these are? If you look at the edge versus these. Why does that matter? Well, here's how it matters. You go to reach into a thing of flour. Let me show you something here. See how bent that is? So you can see how bent that handle is. You reach into a thing of flour and it bends. This one, which is the same measure, never bent. See how thick that is? That's the difference. And the way that you tell, because you're going to go into the store and you're going to say, oh, good, heavy gauge stainless steel, it's going to say. They both said this, but I want you to hear the difference. Cheap set. Expensive set. This set, when you bang them together, this set, when you bang them together, hear the difference? Very hollow sound, very thin. These are fine, but if you're using these a lot, I would strongly recommend you consider a heavier gauge set. So there's a quick tips. There's other tips I'll have for you as we go along, but in terms of baking, these are some good ones. Of our baking tips, this bowl, plastic bowl, with a rubber sort of non-skid surface is really important, because if you're mixing stuff and you've got something up here, you don't want it sliding around on you. This was a set. There's a green one, a blue one, and a red one. Blue one fits inside of this one. The red one's bigger. Red one's right over there, actually. This is a wonderful set. It's like 14 bucks on Amazon. These are great mixing bowls for baking. Highly recommend them. Okay.